Welcome to the Whole30 Explained video. This is your comprehensive guide to the Whole30 nutritional reset. You'll learn how to break unhealthy patterns, discover food sensitivities, and find what foods truly work for your body. Start your journey toward lifelong wellness today. The Whole30 is a 30-day nutritional reset designed to help you identify how specific foods affect your health, energy, digestion, and mood. It's more than a diet. It's a powerful self-discovery tool to help break emotional eating habits and build lasting, nourishing choices. The Whole30 journey helps you identify sensitivities, pinpointing foods causing inflammation, bloating, or fatigue. You'll restore energy, reset habits like sugar cravings, and achieve food freedom, the confidence to make empowered choices for life. Chapter 1 covers the rules of what you eat. The foundation is built on real, whole, minimally processed foods. These are the foods that should make up your plate every single day. Approved foods include quality proteins like pasture-raised meat and wild-caught seafood. Load up on all vegetables and enjoy most fruits in moderation. Healthy fats include avocado, olives, coconut, nuts, seeds, and compliant oils. Chapter 2 focuses on what you eliminate. For 30 days, certain food groups are completely off the table. This removal allows your body to heal, your gut to restore, and the results to be meaningful. The elimination list includes all added sugar, alcohol, grains, legumes, and dairy, except ghee. Removing these items is key to the reset and achieving your desired results. The strict SWYPO rule means no recreating junk food with compliant ingredients. This is about changing how you think about food, breaking emotional attachments, and stopping the cycle of seeing treats as necessities. Whole30 success requires careful label reading. Many healthy packaged foods contain hidden sugars, soy derivatives, or grain-based fillers. If you can't confirm every ingredient is compliant, don't eat it. Chapter 3 explores the science behind the reset. Understanding the physiological effects of the Whole30 can help you appreciate the depth of this nutritional program. The program is based on elimination diet science, eliminating problem foods to heal the body, and then reintroducing them to identify sensitivities. This approach gives clear, actionable data about your unique body. Your gut microbiome influences everything from immunity to mood. Whole30 removes irritants like grains, legumes, and dairy for 30 days, giving your gut a chance to repair and restore balance, leading to better overall well-being. Sugar activates reward pathways in the brain, creating cravings. Whole30 eliminates all forms of added sugar, giving your brain a chance to recalibrate. Cravings peak in week 1, diminish in week 2, and largely disappear in weeks 3 and 4. Chapter 4 provides the Whole30 timeline. Every journey has a predictable arc. Knowing what to expect and when will help you push through the hard moments and celebrate the milestone. Days 1 to 7 is the hangover phase. You might feel fatigue and intense cravings as your body withdraws from sugar. Your blood sugar and metabolism are stabilizing, so stay hydrated and eat enough at every meal. Relief often comes by day 8 or 9. Days 8 to 15 are the turning point. Around days 10 to 11, many hit the kill-all-things wall, feeling frustrated as novelty wears off. Push through this phase, because by day 12 to 15, energy improves, sleep deepens, and cravings lose their grip, marking a genuine turning point. Days 16 to 30 are the tiger blood phase, characterized by sustained energy, mental clarity, and unstoppable momentum. By weeks 3 and 4, participants experience dramatically improved energy, better sleep, sharper focus, and increased confidence in their food choices. Chapter 5 focuses on meal planning for success. Preparation is the greatest predictor of Whole30 success. Those who plan ahead, stock their kitchens, and prep their meals rarely feel deprived and instead feel empowered on their journey. The Whole30 plate formula is key to building satisfying meals. Aim for palm-sized quality protein, 1 to 3 cups of varied vegetables, and thumb-sized healthy fats like avocado, oils, or nuts. Eating enough protein and fat will keep you satisfied for hours. Meal ideas include a veggie scramble for breakfast, a power salad for lunch, and sheet pan salmon or beef stir-fry for dinner. These ideas use compliant ingredients like eggs, grilled chicken, salmon, and lean beef, combined with lots of vegetables. Weekly preparation is your secret weapon. Plan your week by choosing dinner recipes that yield leftovers and keep breakfast simple. Build your shopping list carefully, batch cook on Sunday, and stock compliant emergency foods for when life gets unpredictable. Your Whole30 pantry should always have compliant items like coconut milk, coconut aminos, broth, diced tomatoes, ghee, and approved oils. Make sure to toss items that contain soy, sugar, grains, or non-compliant ingredients. Chapter 6 guides you on dining out. Eating out during Whole30 is possible, but requires preparation and confidence. You need to be your own health advocate by asking the right question. To navigate restaurants, research the menu ahead of time and identify compliant options. Ask about cooking oils and sauces to avoid sugar or non-compliant ingredients. Build a compliant plate, and remember that you don't need to apologize for your food choices. Some of the best cuisines for Whole30 are Japanese/sushi, focusing on sashimi and grilled fish. Mediterranean, which relies on grilled proteins and olive oil. Mexican, where you can build compliant bowls. And American/steakhouse for simple grilled meat and vegetables. Chapter 7 covers the reintroduction phase. Completing the 30 days is a major step, but reintroduction is where you learn how specific foods affect your body. This is a critical step for lasting food freedom. The slow roll reintroduction method tests one food group at a time, followed by 2 to 3 days of clean eating. This isolation period is crucial to clearly link any symptoms to a specific food and gain precise information. The recommended reintroduction sequence starts with non-gluten grains on day 1, legumes on day 4, dairy on day 7, gluten on day 10, and finally, anything else you want to test from day 13 onwards. It is important to track your reactions using a reintroduction journal. Note the food, quantity, and all symptoms. Watch for digestive changes, energy dips, skin reactions, mood changes, joint pain, or the return of cravings. Reactions can be delayed, so stay vigilant. Chapter 8 addresses Whole30 troubleshooting. Even with preparation, challenges will arise. Learning common obstacles and how to overcome them will keep your journey on track. If you are tired, check your carb intake. If you've dramatically reduced starchy vegetables, add sweet potatoes or plantains around workouts. If you're not seeing results, remember that many benefits are internal, like better sleep and digestion, so trust the process. If you accidentally eat something non-compliant, the rules require you to restart from day 1 to ensure 30 consecutive days of elimination. However, if the slip was truly unavoidable and accidental, some practitioners allow you to continue. What matters most is that you keep going. Chapter 9 is about building your support system. Research shows that social support dramatically improves adherence to health changes, so don't do the Whole30 alone. The Whole30 support strategy includes telling your close friends and family to prevent awkward moments. Find a buddy for accountability, join the supportive online community, and keep a daily log to track your progress and stay motivated. Chapter 10 covers life after Whole30, achieving food freedom forever. The program is a launchpad for deep self-knowledge, giving you the tools to make empowered food choices for the rest of your life. Food freedom means eating in a way that makes you feel good without guilt or rigidity, choosing foods intentionally. It's not a permanent elimination diet or about perfection. It's using your self-knowledge to navigate food wisely. You should consider doing another Whole30 if old cravings return, you've been under stress, or eliminated symptoms reappear. Many return annually for a reset when life has pulled them away from their best habits. The Whole30 involves 30 days of reset, with 96% reporting better energy. 5 food groups are systematically tested during reintroduction, supported by a global community of over 1 million members. Real transformations happen on Whole30. People experience improved energy, reduced joint pain, and the discovery of severe food sensitivities, leading to profound changes in their health and daily lives. Your pre-start checklist includes setting your start date, clearing non-compliant foods, and stocking staples. Plan your first week, batch cook, find a support system, and identify your personal why motivators. Your 30 days start now. You have the knowledge, the strategy, and the community support. Invest in yourself, 30 days at a time, and start your journey towards food freedom.